This is the easiest AFK slime farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and as always, there'll be a world download in the description. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is head on over to chunkbase.com to find out where our slime chunks are. So each of these green dots is a slime chunk. If you're playing on Bedrock Edition, then the slime chunks are the same for every seed. But if you're on Java Edition, then just type your seed up here and it'll show you where the slime chunks are. Alright, so I've gone ahead and lined myself up with a chunk border here, -368, -128. This is a slime chunk. So if you look at the Y value, we are on Y level 78. We're going to mine all the way down to Y level 39. After you have mined down to Y level 39, we need to clear out the chunk. So we need to add 15 to both of our Z and X coordinates. So as you can see, if we mine in this direction, the number grows. And if we mine in this direction, the number grows as well, which means that this is our chunk right here. So we're going to mine this out so that it is a 16 by 16 by 3 wide hole. Alright, after clearing out the chunk, this is what it should look like. It's just a 16 by 16 hole right now, so not much to look at. But we're going to come across from our ladder hole here, and we're going to place down a torch on this second layer on this block, again across from the ladder. We're then going to count over 5 blocks from the torch, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place down a torch, and we're going to do that for this wall and this wall. And once you're done, this is what it should look like. Don't worry about the dark spots. Mobs only spawn in a light level of 0, so this is completely okay. And don't place down a torch on the ladder hole because we're about to place down our ladder. So we're going to place down our ladders going up, and we're going to go all the way to the surface. After building the ladder, we're going to come over to the wall again, and we're going to count over 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to go ahead and punch out these 2 blocks and the blocks to the right of it, so we have a 2x2 hole on the floor here. We're then going to clear out these other 2 blocks, along with these 2 blocks temporarily. We're going to place down a fence in the front. Grab your snow, place down 2 snow right here, and then a carved pumpkin on top. Go ahead and fill in this hole now, just like that, and cover up these 2 blocks with upside down half slabs. So that is going to be how we agitate the slimes to come over into the kill chamber. After building this, we're going to mine out these 3 blocks right here, and these 3 blocks right here, and then finish the rest of the hole, so that way all of the slimes are going to fall down to the bottom where the kill chamber will be. And speaking of that kill chamber, that is exactly what we're going to build after you have built all of the layers that you want. So the exact same thing we did up here, except as many times as you want. So in my case, I did it 3 times. I think 3 layers is the perfect amount, so we're going to go ahead and build the kill chamber now. At the bottom of your farm, you should already have this 1 deep hole mined out. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine down 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3, and then clear out the rest of the hole to be 3 blocks deep. After we have mined this out, we're going to make our rail system for the collection system so that we can have all of the items be picked up by a minecart hopper. So what you want to do is against the wall with all of your snow golems, we're going to mine out these 2 blocks right here, and then across from it in this corner, we're going to mine this block and place down a lever. Go ahead and activate that lever, and then grab your rails, place down 2 rails right here, and then we're going to continue this into a swivel pattern. Once they connect up like this, or if they connect up like this, go ahead and break this rail and this rail, and then just continue with your pattern. Go ahead and replace that rail now, and you should be left with this. We're going to place down a powered rail right here, which is already powered by this lever, and then over here is going to be our AFK room. The next thing you want to do is you want to come over to these 2 blocks right here, and we're going to place down a marker block, so basically any block that isn't going to blend into stone. So I'm going to replace this block with a magma block, and then we're going to come over to our ladder here, mine down by 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to mine over 2 blocks, 1 and 2. Then we're going to mine in this direction, so the direction of our farm, and we're going to mine over until we find that marker block, which should be any minute now, and here it is. So this is going to be where our double chest goes, so we're going to break our marker block and this block, place down a double chest, and then mine over 1 block as well. We're then going to clear out this area, so we're going to mine over by 2, and just clear out 5 blocks in this direction, so we have a nice little AFK room, just like that. Next, we're going to break this block right here, and this block. Go ahead and place down a lever on that block and turn it on. Place down your powered rail now, so that way the minecart can bounce back and forth between those 2 powered rails. We're going to replace the block right here just to cover up that lever, and we're going to break these 2 blocks temporarily. We're going to jump up here, remove these 2 rails and these 2 blocks, and run 2 hoppers into that chest. We're going to grab our rails again and place down 2 rails going over top of those hoppers. And then we can go ahead and grab our magma blocks and cover in this area with magma blocks again, leaving our temporary hole open so we can fill this in. So we should have 12 magma blocks here, and then we're going to place the block back here, and we're going to place down 2 upside down stairs above the chest. That way we can access it. And one of the last things we need to do is light up our AFK area. So I'm going to place down a torch in the center of the room, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, the only reason this is a 5x3 is so that that torch looks good in the center of the room. You can make this place look like however you want, but we're going to place down a torch in this corner right here as well, and we're going to connect up our ladders, that way we can get in and out of the farm. Now you might be wondering, where are all of the slimes? I've spent all this time mining it out. Well, the slimes aren't going to spawn unless you get far enough away. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine 24 blocks over away from the chunk, so that way slimes can spawn. So this chest counts as 1 block, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from this wall, we're going to mine over 24 blocks, or 20 blocks, 20 blocks from this wall. And once you're done, this is what it should look like. I always like adding a little 3x3 at the end here. If you want to throw in a chest to empty your inventory and maybe a door so you feel safer, go right ahead. That's probably a good idea. But all you have to do now is stand on this torch block. This is 24 blocks away from the chunk. We're going to sit here and AFK, and we're going to AFK for about 10 minutes, and I'll show you how much slime we got. It's going to be a little bit difficult to collect slime when there's no minecart hopper, so go ahead and place down a minecart hopper, and it's going to go around in circles. Place your block back and go back to your AFK room. It is not my day. We're going to stand here, and again, we're going to wait for 10 minutes. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes now, so let's go ahead and check out what we've got. I'm expecting to have a good bit of slime in this chest. So as you can see, it's been about 10 minutes. We have just over 3 stacks of slime. And if I do my math right, 3 times 6 is 18 stacks. So you are going to get about 18 stacks of slime per hour. That is an absolute insane amount of slime. Nobody needs that much. So as you can see, we do have slime spawning up here. I think that guy was climbing the ladder. Oh, okay, it appears they are all climbing the ladder. Well, if you want to replace that ladder with scaffolding, that would also work. I've never seen that before. That did not happen in my other world, but yeah, as you can see, we do have plenty of slimes on each of these layers. Obviously, since I've come back, they're going to stop spawning. But if I went back to AFKing, I would get a lot of slime. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my second channel. It'll be on screen and in the description. And also, this world is available for download on my Discord, so go ahead and join that. But my name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.